And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to John Ross. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. But I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. They run with Logan. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
10 yards still left on second down. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And with the play clock running out, Jack Del Rio is going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Well, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Rodgers. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
319. Hey, check 26. Jump out. 319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Point after try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Here we go now. 319.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Mario Edwards in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Corey Grant now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helps. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the big tight end shifting around. Now a handoff as they run left side. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on him for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They run a draw here on second down. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Rodgers now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
Oh, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Green 39! Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Slot man moves right. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
319! 319!
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he is knocked down from the side at the 33. It'll go as a gain of 9. And the 49ers are going to get a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Let's go! Hey, Detroit! Hold on! Detroit! Detroit! No, Jack, Patriot!
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett able to drop him for a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. 3-19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Atlanta, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.